And you also caught that if you've been home and for some reason you don't really remember, this Logan gym echoes, and it's going to be ruckus.
It's going to get
rowdy. And we got us a crowd here tonight.
Yeah, more people than we've had in a while.
I don't even have a chair. I'm just standing all
Even
the time.
If you had a chair, you wouldn't need it.
There's absolutely right. Time for those starting lineups. We'll start for the visiting team, the Northern Valley Huskies. A sophomore, Shaylee Vesteca. Austin Cox is a freshman. Stephanie Whitney is a sophomore. Jaden Spear is their lone senior, and Mary Barrett is another freshman. That's how they start. 5'7", 5'7", 5'7", 5'4", 5'3". Not very tall, but pretty feisty. Flip it over here to the Logan Palco Trojans. Number 2, Kirsten Marcotte, 5'6" junior. Number 5, a 5'3" freshman, Kenzie Wells. The big girl inside, number 10, Abigail Graham. She is a junior, and she kind of spans both ways as she mans the Hammond Hut for us up there in Long Island all summer long.
Very familiar face.
Very familiar face if you want some ice cream up in the area. After that, we have Rayleigh Delmont's a 5'7" junior, and Chloe Braun, the 5'8" senior, the left-hander, the leading scorer in there. It's a tale that we all know too well. This is going to be a good game. It's going to be a great matchup. I'm so happy that you decided to spend the night with us here at OpenSpacesSports.com.
Absolutely. And I hope both teams brought their A game, because this has potential, like I said, I think 100 times just in the first 5 minutes of this broadcast. This is going to be really fun, I think. So.
Well, I don't know that I'm supposed to be nervous as a broadcaster, but you heard that crack.
But you're also a dad.
You heard that crack in my voice.
But we're going to try to keep it as fair and modest as possible. We're going to give it just a good call, because we just appreciate good basketball all around.
Absolutely. As Northern Valley gets the start, they click it over to Austin Cox, and she will set against the man-to-man defense of Logan. 4 high, Northern Valley goes. Now to Baird, now back to Cox. Swing it all the way around. It's going to be picked off by Marcotte as she tries to save it as Cost out of bounds.
Yeah, a lot of pressure defense here, but like we said, this is maybe best case scenario for the Huskies. It's kind of a feisty man-to-man defense, but if they can get inside, use some on-ball screens, and slash to the basket, it's probably their best chance of putting some points on the board early.
That's right.
And they got to travel here.
Vesteca comes with the travel.
Yeah, we talked about it beforehand. This crew is not going to let those things that sometimes they let get by in the regular season slide. It's playoff basketball time. Everyone needs to bring their A game.
So Northern Valley goes ahead, and they're going to match up in a man-to-man situation right now as well. As Wells has got a dead ball up front. She's covered up by Whitney. A tip by Vesteca allows the backcourt no backcourt violation there by Marcotte. They try to get it into Delmont. This one's picked off by Cox in the corner. As she pushes down with the left hand, she's looking for where to go. She's got Whitney on the right side. Open for 3. Just long, no good.
Looked good out of the hand, though. I thought it was going in.
So did I. Long screen. Now they get it to Delmont in the corner. Find it, Chloe Braun cutting to the basket. Long, no good, but she gets her own rebound. Now back to Wells. She hesitates, goes to the rim. Shot up, blocked by Baird, no good.
The rebound battle is going to be key tonight, and a big one, both on the offensive and defensive end, but primarily the offensive end. Second chance opportunities could be the killer to whatever team falls behind in this one.
Spear trying to get it whistled over here to Cox. Now she's got a dead ball on her knees, gets it back to Vesteca, back door. Now she's going to pick it up, and a timeout there by Coach Cox.
Good time.
NS Trucking, located in Prairie View, Kansas. Call them at 785-973-2768.
Northern Valley getting the ball in here. We apologize for the pole in the way, but that's kind of just the way it is.
Baird, good move, but gets it blocked by Braun. Sorry about that.
You're all right.
You know what was funny right there is I was worried about the team's worried about the restraining line. I don't think the Stripes caught it because both teams were in the restraining line on that last possession. It's a big deal in this, Jim, unless they've changed it tonight and not going to run the restraining line.
Well, I'm guessing that they didn't change it, but that's going to be something that you got to be pretty careful of.
Well, right there's another one, yep.
Because no, they said that it was out of bounds.
No, they called the restraining line violation on Wells.
Yeah, on the defensive side, you got to be careful with that, though, because the first time you get a warning, the second time your team does it, though, that's a technical. And that, if this ends up being a close game, you don't really need that on your. Oh, as we got a turnover there. Chloe Braun picks up the ball. She's going to get tagged on the way through there.
Yeah, Austin Cox picks up the loose ball foul, which saves a layup there by Braun. Braun had picked a skip pass off. She was going in for two easy.
Yeah, she had her eyes right on the basket.
Sorry, I was trying to yell at my daughter for being on the restraining line. I can't do that.
Well, Northern Valley, the gym there, doesn't have a restraining line, so it is kind of hard to get used to that. But, without it, this gym is so tight that you wouldn't have the opportunity to get the ball inbounds as Northern Valley gets a pickoff here and takes it the other way. Austin Cox kind of stumbles around but saves it. Northern Valley still has the ball.
Cox going all the way to the rim, up and no good.
I like the move. It's just a little too much steam on her.
That was a good play there by Austin. She just couldn't capitalize. Foul here goes against Vesteca, her first. Team second as Austin picked one up
That's the team
earlier.
Third.
Oh, who picked up the other one? I was too nervous to see.
I don't remember, to be honest with you.
I think it was Whitney. But
I think
we'll
so
let it
too.
be. We'll catch it the next time around. Subs in here is Braxton Cox in. And a long pass here to Graham at half court. She tries to go up and over to Marcotte, and it's going to be too strong for them. Both teams a little bit. Take a deep breath here.
I don't think we were thinking it was going to be such a gridlock to start this one up, but that's what we have so far.
You know, we talked about the ability we had to put the ball in the hole if Northern Valley was going to stay in this game. But right now, it is the defense that we talked about early on both sides, making it difficult. Baird wide open for three, fires and bang! She knocked it in. Northern Valley up 3-0.
Yeah, good job by Mary there, stepping up confidently, knowing that there was no one around her and just knocking down the big shot to get both teams scoring started in this game. No team had gotten on the board yet.
Loose ball all the way across, a big contact, but he didn't want to blow his whistle.
Yeah, I kind of like the no call there as both girls were just trying to get the ball.
Whitney is all over the place with her hustle right now, going crazy. Northern Valley's defense is, and a travel there by Sydney Ryder, who just checked into the game here.
This is a more intense defense than we've seen from the Huskies all season, I think. Yep. And what better time to bring your most intense defense than the sub-state playoffs?
When it's time for playoffs, it's time for playoffs.
I don't know what Jody Cox was preaching to him before this game, but it must have worked.
That's right. They're back into that man-to-man.
Bad
pass there by Cox, but Northern Valley will save possession as Whitney's going to come out of there. She's going to go around. She's going to be fouled there by Abigail Graham. Looks like, yep, they're going to give it to Abigail way out high. Abigail does not want to be getting those fouls out there. She needs to be getting them inside, fighting for those rebounds. Abigail's team first on the evening for the Logan Palco Trojans. This one's tipped there by Abigail, but back to Whitney. Now to Braxton Cox, open on the wing. As she drives on Delmont, kicks back to Baird. Baird now to Braxton. Couple dribbles trying to go around Whitney. And does. 4-out scenario here for Northern Valley. High pressure man-to-man here for Logan Palco.
5-out scenario.
And there goes Spear around her.
They're going to get the travel call
and a travel on Jaden Spear. She got in there and kind of ran out of room. Substitution here for Palco. Logan Palco is Mara Katz in for Abigail Graham. So 4:26 here to go. Northern Valley just made that one bucket, but right now it looks like an eternity. 3-0 here. Northern Valley's got the lead. Marcotte crosses over Braxton. She's open to the lane. She'll go in, drops it off for Braun. Braun with that left hand up and in. Real smooth, real easy. Good play, Chloe Braun.
That's not the person you want to lose on your man-to-man defense behind you, though, is Chloe Braun, as she will make you pay if you leave her alone. As Jaden Spear kind of getting trapped in the corner. The ball gets tipped away. It's going to stay with the Huskies. Hopefully you caught that at home.
Substitutions in here for Northern Valley. Tania Spear and Shaylee Vesteca. Braxton Cox and Stephanie Whitney sit down. The two defenders go sitting down right there. Great hustle there by Whitney so far in this one. Trying to get it in, and they do here to Vesteca. Vesteca goes around to Baird screen, now to Spear. Spear fires a long jump shot, no good. Marcotte with the rebound. And she'll go down the sideline. Traveled on it, and it's going to be Northern Valley's ball.
Yeah, I don't think that Logan expected such a stifling man-to-man defense coming from the Huskies coming into this one. And
Coach
kind of caught him off guard.
Coach Logan Waters is going to asked for a timeout, and I see him. He's going, just calm down,
yep.
ladies. Well, let's hit those sponsors while we got a chance.
Long Island Feed and Grain is a proud supporter of the Northern Valley Huskies year after year. At Long Island Feed and Grain, they are there to help you with your grain storage and marketing of your grain this year. That's Long Island Feed and Grain of Long Island, Kansas. New Age Industrial is located in the heartland of America, in Norton, Kansas. With their single location, they are able to assure continuous product quality as well as maintain a consistent, high level of customer service. Their rural location gives them access to a workforce with a very strong work ethic and a true understanding of what the word quality means. Supporting today's broadcast is New Age Industrial.
Back at you here in Logan. Man, that's a tough one there. Vesteca into Baird. Coming off that timeout, Logan stays in that pressure man-to-man as Cox goes around Ryder. Now she'll pull it back out, trying to find somewhere to go with it. She lets it go. It's going to be out of bounds, Logan's ball.
Yeah, I just don't think Jaden Spear realized that she had picked up her dribble there. She was trying to set a screen. Just a lot going on, a little commotion, lack of communication there caused the turnover.
Graham and Wells back in here for the Trojans. End of Ryder around the side. She'll cross over Vesteca, but now she's tied up in there. That's going to be a foul.
I'm not sure if they're going to give it to Vesteca or Cox.
Vesteca picks up the foul. That's her second. Either one of those little ladies would have had their second one.
Yep. And that's the team fourth as Braxton Cox comes in and gives Austin Cox a breather.
So the inbounds absolutely killed Northern Valley against these matchup here. They get them easy shots in here to Graham as she was in the restraining line this time, and Northern Valley's going to get the ball back. I don't know what's happening here. This is not the same Logan Palco team that I have seen. Maybe they're feeling a little bit of pressure, but these ladies are much better than what we're seeing here in the first quarter, and I don't anticipate it'll stay this way long. Northern Valley needs to take advantage if they want to get up here against a good team like this.
No, I wouldn't anticipate it either, as there's a lot of careless mistakes in their own home gym where they're used to the restraining line. Imagine this game goes on, like you said, they're going to settle into it a little more. The nerves are going to kind of shake off, and they're going to come back to their senses of the team that they are.
So substitutions back in here as Cox comes back in for Northern Valley. Set them here with Graham, Brown, Wells, Ryder, and Marcotte. As she flashes back door, Graham turns around, looks, finds where it is. She's going to work on Baird. She'll go up, and no good. Mary Baird with the rebound.
Good defense there by Mary Baird, staying on the ground but keeping her hands up high, not giving Graham the shot that she wants and just letting her settle.
Cox goes around. 1-2, now finds Baird in the corner with a pump fake. She'll pull up, jump shot from the elbow. No, rattles out. Chloe Braun with the rebound.
Good look there by Mary Baird, though. She needs to keep continuing to shoot even though the ball's not falling right now for the Huskies.
Ryder on a dribble pass here to Marcotte. She's coming over to and now drops it inside to Chloe Braun. The left-hander was all smothered. She gets away with it and scored. Great move there by Braun as she just went patiently too. Is that now Logan Palco is taking the lead in this one?
Yeah, she just felt the Husky defender slide to the top side of her, felt that pressure, and she's a good enough ball player that she attacked the side.
Cox around Braun, and she'll score. That's what Northern Valley needs if they're going to be able to stay in it.
Yeah, Austin Cox is a slasher. She had a game this year where they played the number 2 team in the state, Golden Plains Bulldogs, where Austin Cox dropped 22 points that game on a man-to-man defense. So she's very capable of getting inside and making that defense pay.
You got to get on Chloe Braun's left side. If you do not, that woman will destroy you.
Yeah, it'll be like clockwork.
She is exceptional at scoring the basketball, especially when she gets low. She's got what I call an old man game from inside, man. She will pump fake, she will pivot, she will move.
It's pretty classic, but it works. It's timeless. That's why
it's great.
That's why you see people still doing it to this day. It's so hard to stop when a player has that kind of feeling close to the basket.
And what did I just say? She just did it. Abigail Graham gets 2 rebounds and puts it back in. Logan had 3 shots at that one. They finally get it to fall. They're up 6-5 here in this one. As a block is going to go against Ryder. Sydney will pick this one up. First foul, or second foul tonight on Logan.
That'll be Ryder's first foul.
First foul on Sid. This is the kind of game we anticipated, and that's the one we want.
As this one just gets away from Visteca. But the problem with that is no one touched it, so they're going to get the ball on the side over here where the Huskies just threw it in.
Yep, that's right. They got a matchup here, so they're going to – nope, they fell into a zone now. Northern Valley's fell into a zone trying to say we got to pack it in because the big girls have been eating us up inside. Maybe we're a little tired from that man-to-man.
Yeah, maybe
Logan Palco looks like
they're
they're trying to reset everything, and they finally get it to Graham in the corner. She'll go baseline. She's trapped over there by Spear and Baird. Kicks out to Delmont for the open shot. She knocked it in.
Good shot by Delmont. Somehow Graham got out of that one. Just a good play by her and good vision finding the person, and that's kind of where it pays to be the tallest girl on the court. We got a jump ball here, and it's going to be Logan's ball.
Cox turns it over again. As Trojans pick it up and Ryder to set the offense. Into a 2-3 zone goes Northern Valley. Delmont from the outside can be deadly if she gets going. If you're Northern Valley, you don't want that to happen. She made the last one with pretty well ease. This one's stolen out of there by Visteca and Whitney's ahead of everybody. She's going up. She'll stop, and pop.
I like
the
hesitation on the shot there, realizing who was behind her and getting ready to block that shot, and Abigail Graham. Good feel by Stephanie Whitney, and she has really started to develop as a good ball player this year. I've been very impressed with Stephanie Whitney's
Another turnover here by the Trojans as Spears going away, and Kenzie Wells is going to get whistled. Smart foul on her part, as that'll only be the third here against the Trojans here early or in this first quarter.
Yeah, stopped a pretty open breakaway there. Maybe they could have caught up with Jaden Spear, but she's pretty quick out there.
They don't come much faster than Jaden Spear. We didn't have track season last year. But if we do, you'll see it. You'll see it on the track. That girl's quick.
She's an Energizer bunny out there.
They get it to her at the high post now. She turns and figures out where to go. Flips it over to Baird. Now into the corner to Whitney, trying to figure out where to go, and she'll travel with it.
Got caught with the travel. I think good defense there, just picking her up and making her feel uncomfortable there, caused the forced turnover.
34 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Northern Valley is down by 1 as Logan has come back and got the lead here. They started with the down 3, and then it's been Logan pretty good from there. Marcotte goes all the way around to the hole. Now she's dead in the water underneath. Picked off by Whitney with 15 to go.
Kind of a one-shot situation here. We'll see if Northern Valley can get one off.
Whitney tries to go in, kicks it back out to Spear. Now they'll go to Cox with 4. She'll figure out where to go. She's going to go to the rim with the layup, up and in for Cox, and Northern Valley takes the lead as that
hurry to get it in. He's already started the 5-second count.
And they do get it in there to Cox as a defensive switch has happened. They're not going to let Cox go to the rim anymore, but Braxton will fire the 3. No good. Abigail Graham with the rebound. She's tied up in there. They're going to have a foul.
Yeah,
thought we had a ball tied up, but this one's going to go against Whitney.
Hopefully the Huskies can find a way to unlock this zone, as they've struggled more against the zone than they have against the man-to-man this year, because they've just got a couple slashers. But when it comes to shooting outside, they have players that can get hot from outside and mid-range, but it just hasn't come as easy to them this year. So maybe this is the game. Like we said, they have the confidence right now being up by 1 on the Logan Trojans going into the second quarter.
So Delmont with her second long jumper is just short. No good. Braxton comes away with a rebound, and she's matched there by Marcotte as they fall back in to that zone defense. It's kind of a morphed 2 or 3-2 defense here.
It's a very high 3-2 defense.
And that's how Northern Valley's probably got to beat it, is throw it from the long side because the trees still live inside. Swing it around, and here's Ryder.
Another thing I would like to point out is that Northern Valley hasn't had to deal with the press as much because they're not allowing these Trojans to score as frequently as they have. I think they only set their press on scoring situations. As the Huskies, Mary just kind of forced that one, couldn't quite get it to go, and we're running the other way again as this is turning into a track meet right now.
I don't know if either coach really wants it into a track meet.
I don't think so. As both teams, Logan has a little bit more depth if you look at the rosters, but as far as how many people play, they're about equal. As this time of the year, you don't really go deep into the benches. You only play maybe 8 people most of the time, 8, 9.
Northern Valley working against that zone here again. Here's Whitney. They haven't had anything fluid against that zone so far here tonight. Delmont tips it out of bounds. Northern Valley's going to be stuck deep in the corner trying to inbound this one.
Yeah, I might have to look as a long, strong skip pass on this one, as they're not going to give them something easy and short. They got the restraining line there.
Yeah, restraining line again. She got caught in there again. I can't yell, right? I can't yell at her. That's right.
I mean, that's just so tough, though. When you play into a gym with a restraining line, and I guess at least it wasn't on the defensive end and picked up the tech warning.
Yeah, long 3 here by Braun. No good. Rebound by Marcotte.
Yeah,
she fought 2 Huskies and 1. Kick it back to Ryder.
Good offensive rebound there by Marcotte, keeping the play alive for the Trojans.
Now in the corner, Ryder for 3. This long, no good. Couple good looks there by the Trojans. Just couldn't make them cash.
I know she's not making them yet, but I wouldn't leave her that wide open again. As she's able to get dialed in from out there if you leave her alone for too long.
That's absolutely right here. This game kind of flipped when both teams went zone here a little bit. Now Vesteka tries to get it into Baird and does. Tries to go to the corner. It's picked off by Delmont. Now to Braun. Braun's going to dribble it up here as the point forward. Flip it into the corner to Marcotte. She's going to triangle baseline cut off. But inside to Abigail Graham. Blocked by Vesteka. Shot up, no good. Tipped around and fought for. Chloe Braun cleans it up, but she missed it. Cox comes out with a rebound. Northern Valley's going to call a timeout here. Yeah. Well, we were right about one thing. This gym has gotten a little bit of ruckus here as we're into the second quarter of action. Now Logan's going to start with a zone pressure here against the Huskies, and they get the ball up the sideline to Spear. She's going to walk with it, and it'll be a turnover. Northern Valley had beat it.
Yeah, they had it broken. Spear just couldn't quite gather herself, which led to the turnover there. But that's what you got to do against this. You got to have sharp, crisp passes, or else you're going to get caught on the wrong side of the court against this zone press.
I like the defensive switches all the time here by Coach Waters, is kind of messing with Northern Valley at the moment.
They're not allowing them to get comfortable in any set.
Skip pass all the way across the court to Wells as she's bumped.
Yeah, just an unnecessary foul there by Vesteka.
And Vesteka picks up her 3rd. She's been a terrorist on the defensive end the last couple games, but she's going to have to go send the rest of this half there on the bench there by Coach Cox and Coach Hansen. And she'll pick up her 3rd. And what that does, we were caught off guard. That's a 7th. So 1-and-1 opportunity. Kenzie Wells to the line to shoot the 1-and-1 bonus.
They're going to be in the bonus for a long time as there's still 5 minutes and 11 seconds left in this quarter. Wells gets the first to go. And this is such a close game. This isn't the kind of game that you want one of the teams to be in the bonus without the other one being there.
So we're all knotted up at 9s. As Wells is going to try and take the lead here for the Logan Palco Trojans. And she does. Very smooth shooting for Kenzie Wells. As they fall back into that zone defense.
Jump ball is going to give it back to the Trojans here.
As Northern Valley had it.
Kind of a shift in momentum in the gym right now. You can feel it as the Logan Trojans are thinking they might have gotten a little way to crack this Huskies defense.
And Abigail's going to get called for the push. There's a good box out there by Jaden Spear. Chloe Braun, trying to make things happen here. I hate the fact that Northern Valley left her wide open and she couldn't knock that down. Yeah. She normally knocks that down.
Yeah, she just hasn't found her groove this game. It's a classic example of really no team has found their groove this game as it's only 10-9.
As Graham picks up her 2nd, Katz is going to come in for her. I like it when players play their best, and we want to see Chloe Braun at her best. Nice break by the press here by Northern Valley as they'll get into the corner to Spear. This one's going to be shoved out of there by Whitney. There it is. It's just a little crazy there, and that little tweak of the defense, Coach Waters, they don't even have to play defense on their side of the court. They're making too many turnovers here in the backcourt.
Yeah, Northern Valley's going to have to find a way to break that press and get the momentum back on their side.
Into the corners, Delmont. Now inside they go to Katz. Flip it over to Delmont. Quickly back into Braun with that left hand. She'll turn. She'll spin. She'll shoot. She'll get fouled, and she'll go to the line. The Trojans doing an excellent job of finding Chloe Braun where she needs to be found, inside and easy. She'll turn, and now she'll go to the line.
Yeah, a nice quick pass inside, catching the defense of the Huskies off guard, giving a shooting opportunity for Chloe Braun. She didn't make the basket because she got hacked on the way up. That's about the only reason she didn't.
But she misses the first one short off the front iron. The second one is now up off her left hand and good.
So Trojans take an 11-9 lead here with 4 minutes and 32 seconds to go before halftime.
Cox dribbles across the timeline. Now she's caught in a double-team trap over there, but she squeezes by on the sideline. Now she's caught in a corner in a trap, gets it to Baird. Got open players around there. Spear open at the elbow, no good. How long rebound tracked down there by Spear. Dead ball now. Cox is going to go to the rim, split the defense, kick back out to Spear. Open shot is no good, but Mary Barrett with an offensive rebound, up and in and good.
Yeah, there
she'll
you
get
go.
hit.
Good job by
She'll
Mary
make
Barrett
the
going
bucket
up
and she'll go to the line. Go ahead, Bane.
No, like I said already, that was a good job by Mary Baird going up strong and getting the offensive rebound. Like I said before this, I know that the Huskies have been eaten up by teams this year who have beaten them on the offensive boards. And so it's nice to see the Huskies giving people a little bit of a taste of their own medicine.
Mary Baird now looking to put the Huskies up by one. If she can make this one, this one's no good and long. Braun clears the rebound.
Yeah, you don't want to pick up a careless foul down there on the wrong end of things.
I thought Austin was going to get her third foul of this one there, but it doesn't go down. Delmont with a little jump shot, no good. Whitney pulls it down. With her left hand, she goes up the sideline. Now she'll cross over and come back to the middle of the court. Looking for Cox in the corner. Is there double teaming every dead ball, Logan is?
The trap is tough. I don't know if this is – they got a foul here?
Both teams, they're going to talk about it. And they're going to get –
must be Stephanie Whitney.
I think that's her third.
Yes, we've got some foul trouble for the Huskies now as Vesteca has 3 and Whitney has 3, and those are two people that kind of drive the motor on the backcourt for the Huskies, especially the second half of this season.
So Towns is checked in for the Trojans now as well. The one-on-one, it goes no good here for Braun. Crossover by Tania Spear. Now she'll flip it into the corner to Whitney. Now back around to Jaden Spear. Trying to get it inside to Mary Baird and does. Now they got a little triangle action going, and they're trying to figure out where to go. Can't hold on to the ball
too long, though. She's getting
nice baseline pass. They're doing a good job of sharing the ball, getting it to Baird. No good. Towns with the rebound.
They're so close on so many of these shots. They just can't quite get that lid off the basket in the second quarter.
That's all. Towns is going to be fouled inside as I think he said 25. Yeah, Tania Spear picks up her first.
Yeah.
But that's already the 10th foul against Northern Valley here in the half. So that'll be a 2-shot opportunity here for Towns. This is Madeline Towns, the 5'3" senior, stepping to the line to see if she can get on the scoreboard tonight and put her team up in the score column. Her first one looked good all the way, but somehow rattled out of there.
Yeah, nice soft shot. Just caught a little bit of the front iron there and didn't get the generous bounce.
Her second attempt is up and short. Whitney got the rebound. Trying to get the ball to Cox and does. She'll go around Ryder.
Yeah, we talk about the tenacious defense of some of these backcourt players and guards for the Huskies, but props to the Logan Trojans on the other side. But Stephanie Whitney finds them out of position there and gets a 3-point bucket to go.
Blush! Stephanie Whitney is stepping up and hitting a 3.
You can just see the confidence growing as the season continues, and it's really showing in this game today. Chloe Braun is going to get called for the push.
Yeah, this will go against her. I think it's her second.
I think so, too. It's going to be the team's 6th. No, it's only her first foul. So that's good news for the Trojans.
Northern Valley is, I believe, 50% from the three-point line here tonight so far. It's another turnover here by the Huskies. As now the ball's on the ground and it's going to be tied up. Northern Valley's going to keep it on the possession arrow, but man, I got to hold on to the ball.
Yeah, it's tough because there's so much pressure on him. I know Tania was just getting her eyes up trying to find that pass, but it went off her foot there. So you just got to be careful if you're the Huskies in this situation. But good job breaking the press right there with a little bit of a weave action.
The double team in there. Towns rips it out, and she's going to turn the other way. She's got it fumbled in there, and it's kicked around, and it's going to be, I was going to say, how did he miss that
no,
one?
he corrected him. So everyone in the gym would have opposed that one, even if you are wearing green.
Yeah, he laughed at it too. But they're going to give it to him underneath. Oh, man.
Is it because she kicked it out underneath?
No, it shouldn't go. It should be way out. Braun for three, no good. Jaden Spear rebounded. They'll go to Cox. She picks up her dribble now to Whitney with 2:13 to go. Northern Valley up 14-11 on the Trojans.
Huskies here. I like the pace of play that they're doing right now, trying to get.
I thought that was going to fall. Tania Spear caught on a nice pass there by Cox. She had an open jump shot from the mid-range there. She got fouled on it. The ball almost went through the rim. Spear to the line. Tania Spear. The foul goes against Towns. It'll be her first.
Yeah, like I was saying, though, the Huskies trying to get the Trojans out of position here with their passing game. But they just got to keep their composure, not go faster than they are comfortable with playing. There's a nice little sweet spot in there, and they need to make sure that they stay in that.
Same with us, right?
Yeah. People aren't going to understand us up here if we get going too fast.
Well, we got a little bit longer. Short on that last one from Spear, but Ryder tosses it over Towns' head. And the crowd going crazy over there.
Yeah, the Huskies boys team over there doing their part, making sure their girls know, hey, we know this isn't exactly the season that you guys wanted all along, but we still support you guys, and they know anything can happen this year too, as they started the season off pretty rough and have turned things around.
Marcotte and also Delmont now in for the Trojans as we've got a foul against Wells. She doesn't necessarily like it. Not sure Coach Waters really agrees with it as well, but it is what it is.
I don't know if you can disagree with it, as we're in the one-on-one situation, though. So Tania Spears going to go back to the line and try to drop a couple in.
As all of a sudden, this is saying, hey, let's go to the free throw line and see who can make a few to stretch this lead here at half.
Yeah, it could be a long minute and 55 seconds.
Short, no good, but Cox with the offensive rebound follows up, no good. And it'll go, it's off Barrett.
I thought Austin Cox might pick up the foul and go to the line after that one too. As there was a little bit of contact down there.
14-11, Northern Valley here with your lead. As they're into that zone again, here's Delmont. Looking for where to go, and she dribbles into the corner, deep into the corner now to Wells. As they'll reset, Delmont squeaked in underneath, but she missed the shot, and Spear kicks it over to Whitney before it goes out of bounds. Northern Valley pulls out of there with Spear.
Yeah,
the ball still on the floor. Dove after that is Cox. It'll be a timeout here. Nope, they did not grant the timeout, as it'll be a jump ball. Northern Valley will not get it. It'll go over to the Trojans.
Yeah, you got to appreciate Coach Cox trying to call the timeout there, though.
I don't know. She's burned 3 already in this half, hasn't she?
I don't know. But instead of giving the ball back to the Huskies, I thought maybe she had possession. There's only a minute 25.
Ryder and Katz now back in for the Trojans.
Wells with the ball up top, gives it to Ryder. Swings it around to Marcotte.
Now to Wells. She's got a ball screen over there, but she's going to go over and deny it.
Weave action trying to get the Huskies out of position
Ryder
here.
Mugged in there, but no call. Gets it swung all the way back here as Wells now working on Spear, trying to get her off the dribble. Now Ryder open on the baseline, fires it up just off the front iron. No good as Spear tries to battle for it, and it'll be out of bounds to the Trojans as we're under a minute to go in this one.
Yeah, if you're the Huskies, you don't want to give up something easy before halftime. Give them, the Trojans, a little bit of momentum. And if you're the Trojans, you want to try to get something going before halftime, kind of vice versa here. Maybe get the lead back, as it's such a close battle right now between these two teams.
Marcotte, they're trying to shove it inside. Now they go to Wells. Now back to Marcotte as they reset the offense. Go into the corner, wide open 3 here for the left-hander. Braun is no good again. It's going to be a foul on Kenzie Wells. That'll be her third.
Good positioning by Stephanie
and
Whitney.
Stephanie Whitney, who shot the ball pretty good tonight, is going to go to the line.
Yep.
We talked in the opener what kind of game we anticipated.
We were kind of wrong. I thought we were kind of anticipating that the Huskies were going to have to keep up with the high-scoring pace of the Trojans, whereas this one has been a knockdown, drag-out, gridlock-type game, where it's a 14-11. Huskies have the lead before halftime. And they're saying that I think Jaden Spear got in there a little early. Shot didn't count. It's going to go back to the Trojans.
More importantly than that, Wells had picked up her third foul in the half. As now we're under 30 seconds to go here in the first half of action. Northern Valley up 14-11 over the Trojans. Marcotte trying to change that, but it's going to be no good. Barry Baird with the rebound, and they'll close with 22 seconds left to go in here. They're going to go one shot, one possession, and try and take this lead into the half as Braxton
turn the ball over here.
Tied up here. And
going to stay with the Huskies.
It'll stay with the Huskies.
But they need to be a little bit stronger there on the front. As you know, Ryder's going to try that again and get her team the ball back here and a chance at a shot, because I'm sure Chloe Brano on the other side is licking her chops, ready to drop some points in before halftime.
It's going to be an interesting 10 seconds here. Tries to throw it in, and Marcotte took it away.
The Huskies need to be stout on defense here.
With 5. Delmont brings it up, finds Ryder open in the corner, blocked by Spear, rebounded by Cat. She turns, she scored! And they'll count the bucket, and it's going to be a one-point game.
She didn't even have to think about it. It was automatic right there, just like practice. For them to take care of the ball, and you got to do exactly that if you're the Huskies. You cannot just give the ball back to the Trojans, or else they're going to take advantage of it. And this is where the Huskies sometimes have fallen behind, is in this third quarter, where teams come out and make their differences.
So here we go. We'll set a Delmont, Marcotte, Ryder, Graham, and Miss Chloe Braun, Vesteca, Austin Cox, Jaden Spear, Mary Baird, and Stephanie Whitney here for Northern Valley as they start in that 2-3 defense, trying to figure out if Logan's going to be able to hit from the outside here tonight. Delmont. Now to Marcotte, they'll swing it around to Ryder.
Yeah, their two scorers working back and forth, going high-low post right now, just trying
Ryder,
to dump
beautiful dump pass inside to Graham. She'll follow with another rebound, but Vesteca comes away with the second one. Northern Valley's got to do a good job keeping them off the boards.
Yep, not too many second chance opportunities. They got lucky there as they didn't make it, but and this ball just goes between Mary Baird's legs a little lower than she thought it might be. Just couldn't gather it.
All right, between the wickets. Here's one. It's called the 5-hole in hockey. We don't have a whole lot of hockey fans out here in western Kansas, but that's where the number is when it comes to hockey.
We've had enough ice lately. Maybe people will start playing hockey.
Yes, absolutely. Here's Braun, fires one off the backboard, no good. Vesteca, no, now Braun's going to get it.
Yeah, they're going to get, I think, Austin Cox on this one.
It's going to be, could go, Austin will get it.
I'm not.
Yeah, I thought he had 13 up there, but
yeah,
we don't have one of those. 2 second here on Austin.
I'm kind of glad it was on Austin instead of Vesteca here, as she had to sit a lot of that second quarter with her third foul early.
Whitney here with the steer, and she's out in the middle of nowhere. Up with the left hand, up and blocked out of there by Braun. Holy cow, what a defensive play there by Braun. We'll hit the replay button, as you don't see that very often. Braun coming up there and just swatting that ball out of there. Miss Chloe Braun doing it on both ends here tonight.
Yeah, great athletic play there by Braun.
Mary Baird, nice pump fake, going to shoot this little jump shot, crawls it around and in.
I like that up and under move. That'll get a defender almost every time, especially there where Mary hits a lot of shots from that elbow. They're going to get Ryder for the travel on this one. The Huskies are going to have the ball here.
I didn't see it. I was marking it down in my book.
I was watching for you.
Ryder turned and looked at her head, and she goes, well, whatever. Here we go. Northern Valley's going to set the ball. Fling it over to Spear. Now she'll get it to Mary Baird, open in the corner, swings in. Now it's Cox. She'll drive baseline, figure out where to go with it. It's poked away in there by Braun. Now it's tied up. Northern Valley will get the ball in the tie-up arrow here underneath.
If you get that close to the basket against this Logan team with those trees down there and don't do anything, they're going to wrap you up.
She got to shoot it a lot quicker.
You either got to dump it off to an open player, or you got to go up with it and hopefully get to the liner and make a shot.
Jaden Spear now back to Cox, short corner, baseline jump shot, no good, missed it all. And Chloe Braun comes away, and that's 4-on-1. If she's got numbers, she gets it to Delmont, streaking up. And that one's blocked out of there by Spear.
That was a great pass, though. Good vision.
We've had some great block shots on some open players that you thought you could cash a bucket in for either team. and some great defensive sides.
And
Chloe
here's the
Braun
pressure. I was
one,
wondering where it was the last time, but here it is right now.
and Jaden Spear on the other way for Northern Valley.
Northern Valley must have worked on the press break a lot this week, as they're doing a lot better job this game of going against that zone press.
Whitney now to into the corner to Vesteca, open for three, no good. Hit the back of the rim. Cox gets the rebound. She guys tries to dribble in there, but it's knocked out by Braun again. It'll be tied up.
Yep. Yeah, you don't really want to put the ball on the floor. There's too many people around. You just want to go back up with it and hopefully get that foul call.
Yeah, she's got to shoot that ball and shoot
I know
it
she's
quick.
not the biggest person down there, but, you know, if
we
you go
don't
up
have
strong.
a big person.
No, Austin's as tall as anyone on the team.
Lob pass inside to Graham, up and no good, but she'll go to the line, as that's where the height that we were just talking about on one end of the court comes into play on the other end of the court, as they run a high-low scenario, dropping the ball inside at the top of the key, or at the top elbow to Chloe Braun, and she jumps it into Abigail. She's fouled by
Jaden Spear.
Jaden Spear, and it's a no good.
Oh, she was on the
as
line.
Abigail stepped on the line. It went through the net, but Abigail.
I bet she backs up a little bit here, makes it obvious that she's not going to be on the line this time.
As we've seen that a couple times here on both sides tonight, a couple lane violations. This one no good. Mary Baird has got it now to Cox.
Cox slows it down, tries to get her team into a position to score here. Like I said, she just keeps getting wrapped up when she gets inside the paint there. Delmont with the
Whitney
block.
fired a three, but it was blocked by Delmont. Now they're going to swing it around, find an open Cox. She's got her foot on the line, but it's going to be no good. Vesteca with the rebound, no good. Now we got another offensive rebound and another offensive rebound. Vesteca's got it again. She's trying to go, and she's got to be, oh my goodness.
I can't believe they didn't get the foul call there, but she just got wrapped up there. Nowhere to go with it. It's going to be the Trojans' ball. Ryder takes the ball up, dumps it inside again. It's a little bit of give and go action here, which seems to work, as Graham was left with no one around her, just couldn't keep track of the pass. The Huskies are going to have to do a better job of stopping that, as the Trojans are kind of who stopped them on that one.
Cox left open for three at the top of the key, just short, no good. Strong rebound there by Abigail Graham, and it's tied up again.
A little bit of frustration maybe from Graham right now. She's not able to have her way down in the paint like she usually does. But the Huskies got to stick with it, because this Logan teams know that they're better than they've been playing right now, given a little bit of careless mistakes. That was a 5-second call. Thanks. 5-second call goes against the Huskies there. Good pressure by the Trojans. It's going to be the Trojans' ball.
Now Austin held on to it just a tick too long there in the corner. Ryder to set it. Looks like Northern Valley's gone to a man-to-man now.
Yeah, the give and go there, though. Mary Baird's going to have to move her feet. Mary Baird's going to have to move her feet faster than that. You know they're going to keep going back to that play, as it must be what they drew up at halftime.
I have my head down. I'm going to hit the replay for my own benefit.
Stephanie Whitney was looking to go towards Mary Baird, just got a little too much air underneath it.
By, I guess it's not triplet anymore. It's Chris Delmont. And we've got a foul on
screen, I think, on Ryder.
Is that what they're going to call it? Yeah, it is a moving screen on Ryder.
Yep.
And it'll be out of bounds. Northern Valley back underneath now.
I was kind of surprised Northern Valley going with the full man-to-man on the inbounds right there.
Ball on the floor. Ryder comes away with it. Stripped out of there by Cox now.
Good
and she
hustle
runs
by
it down.
Cox.
She's double teamed. She's going to get pushed by Ryder, and she's going to get another foul here quickly.
I'm guessing Ryder is not happy with that, picking up two pretty fast there. That's going to be her third.
Yeah, Sid will pick up her third.
So the story is continuing to develop of foul trouble in this one from the guards on both teams, as it might cause for conservative play here in a very aggressive game. It might open up some scoring. Northern Valley gets across. Stephanie Whitney looking for somewhere to go with it.
As I think that pass was for Vesteca, but Cox has got it. Nobody in front of her. She's going to go to the rim. A foul is going to go against Ryder's fourth. Ryder's going to go to
big.
the. Oh, that. Hate there for Sid. She couldn't give up an easy layup.
Yep.
She tried to get in position to draw the foul for the charge.
Well, the biggest thing about that is the person switches out with Ryder a lot is Wells, and Wells has 3. So that position is in some foul trouble right now, as those two kind of like to rotate in and out. And Austin's first shot is just a little long. Can't get it to go. She's going to try to cash in on the second one here. As Wells comes in for Ryder, she's going to have to sit for a while with 4.
Second one for Cox on the front iron and good.
Would you call that the shooter's touch?
Well, called. She listened to her mom yell follow through, I think, and she got a little bit more touch on it. Northern Valley's going to stay in that man-to-man here as Vesteka's on Wells. Now it's Bear picked it off.
Abigail Graham just came in a little too hot. Kind of didn't even see it coming. I don't think Mary Baird saw it coming either, as Whitney picks up her dribble but keeps it, gets it to Spear. Her shot's just long. Logan rebounds.
So Northern Valley up 17-15 here as we're 3:30 to go here in the third quarter. High ball screen there by Delmont and a walk by Wells.
I think she kind of got caught up on Delmont setting the screen for her. The ball just kind of got between the two.
Trying to get the ball in has been an adventure sometimes this year for Northern Valley. They get it into Spear, trying to figure out where to go with it, and she'll set the offense here against that 3-2 zone, and now she'll turn it over.
Did maybe a little bit too much dribbling on that one, as after she broke around the defense there, just needs to find someone to pass it to. As Marcotte wastes no time getting down the floor, but a little bit of a lackadaisical pass there, and Chloe Braun can't gather it.
I don't know. You missed it, man. Chloe Braun is all the way into the hallway, almost goes off the back wall.
If that pole is just like...
That's a 12-foot hallway over there, and she hustled trying to dive through it. Goes all the way to the side. Glad she came out of there with no issues.
Well, you can't deny that she's a gamer, man. She's going to do everything she can, no matter if they're up by 50 or down by 2. She's going to be playing basketball to her best ability the whole time.
So Austin Cox will sit Braxton now into the game for her. Mara Katz in for Chloe Braun as Abigail Graham slaps that one out of bounds as Northern Valley still struggling against that pressure.
Vesteka flashes high but finds Braxton Cox in the corner. Jaden Spear on the post, but it's blocked by Mara Katz. And this is where that height advantage is really starting to show.
Well,
my camera angle was low.
Did you get this one?
I mean, I think you're going to see the block, just not the basket.
No soup for you, says Mara Katz.
Vesteka was open in the corner there, but goes the other side.
Braxton Cox open for a 3. They could really use it. This one's going to be short off the front iron. Bounces a couple times, and Delmont comes out of there with it. So Delmont to push now with her under 3 to go here in the third quarter. Northern Valley falls back into that 2-3 defense. No, they're in that man-to-man.
Yep.
Excuse me. Lob it inside here to Graham. Back door goes Delmont up and in. Beautiful offense there by the Trojans.
Vesteka just kind of fell asleep there. Didn't see the cut by Delmont. Pass to Mary Baird. She gathers it. People all over are swarming the place right now.
Vesteka with a long jump shot, and it is long. Katz with the rebound. 17-17. We got ourselves a knotted up ball game here as Abigail Graham calls for it as she slaps the ball and says, give it to me. She finds a wide open Mara Katz underneath and scores.
Well, the difference right now is Northern Valley is settling for shots and the Trojans are not.
Cox into the corner now to Vesteka. Now she's dead in the water deep in the corner as the ball's going to go off of her.
And originally they said it was going to be the Huskies ball, but it looks like it's going to be the Trojans ball. Austin Cox is going to come back in for Stephanie Whitney here. Huskies just need to realize that they're still in this game. They need to calm down. They need to realize Abigail Graham, you know, she's not the point guard, but she might as well be. They're giving it to her, and they're letting her facilitate down there on the high post.
Can't be giving up the easy ones down there as they have
all night long. Switch to a 2-3 zone to kind of see if they can find an answer for her.
They cover up the high post there when they got the twin towers in there now with Katz and Graham. They get it inside to Graham. She'll fire it up off the glass and in. And Logan is the first team past that 20-point barrier that I talked about at halftime. They lead now 21-17. Cox goes all the way to the rim. How has she not got a foul call on that?
And they're going to say it stays.
I don't know.
I don't know how it would stay here if it wasn't a foul. I think that might have been a gimme.
I don't know how that's not a foul on that one, but Coach Cox absolutely does not like it.
Yeah, it really doesn't matter, I guess.
Cox gets it in here, and she'll inbound it underneath. Finds Braxton open.
I thought she might have shot that. That's been one
that
shot
is her
Braxton
shot
has
all
really
year
enjoyed.
long. She's going to fire this one. And no good off the front iron, and Wells gets it out of there. Wells with now to Delmont as the rhythm is coming, the momentum is coming for Logan Palco as we're under 1 minute to go here in this third quarter. 21-17 they lead. They're going to slow it down. They're going to try and methodically get it inside to Graham. If they can get Graham a touch, good things have happened all night long.
Yeah, I expect them to go to Graham and then her to try to get to Braun down on the low post. They're kind of doing that high-low action, and it's been working. It must have been what the coach was trying to say they needed to focus on at halftime because it's been the difference in this quarter. Marcotte looks for
they're daring the Trojans to shoot it outside. Other than those two, looks like Coach Waters might have even been saying, let's hold for one shot in this one. If they can make this, they can stretch it to a 6-point lead with a 2-pointer or a 7-point lead with a 3-point bomb. Wells now into the corner to Delmont. Now back to Wells for three. Just short, no good. Jaden Spear with it, but she's going to toss it out, no good. With 3 seconds left, Braun fires it up, no good. Marcotte and Cox fight for it, and that's going to be the butt.
68.
Fourth quarter action here in Logan.
Up by 4 right now.
They have taken the lead here, up by 4. As Northern Valley was only able to muster 3 points in that third quarter, and the Trojans dominated. Abigail Graham and her crew. I've been a little excited. I don't know if I've caught the second half stats there.
Well, I'll tell you what. If you want to look at the second half stats, you got to give a lot of it to Abigail Graham. She has been the facilitator there in that third quarter, the game changer for the Trojans.
Are we going to go to more of a New England Patriots style of basketball here? We're going to limit the possessions here. Maybe Coach Snyder's out there with the Wildcats as they get it inside here to Braun. She now kicks it back to Marcotte, and they'll try to swing it around, but this one's stolen there by Spear. They're going to fight for it, and Cox comes away with it. She's tied up, has to go all the way back to Whitney. Doesn't matter, Northern Valley wins the possession.
Good hustle there by the Huskies there.
Nobody guards Cox. He pulls up from the wing, or from the elbow,
and the bank is open as it's only a 2-point game. I hope the Huskies don't feel like they're out of this one as the momentum really felt like it was shifting in that third quarter, but it's still a one-possession game.
It's all about the defense right here, right now. You got to step up in the fourth quarter and know what the other team is wanting to do, and that is to shove the basketball inside. I think this kind of play actually helps Northern Valley.
Well, help them not get tired as fast.
They don't get tired. We don't go to the free throw line. We don't get in foul trouble.
And we're not great at closing out as a team on three-point shooters, too. So if they're not going to shoot on the outside, yeah, like you said, it could pay off for the ladies in green, as long as they can get points on the board this quarter.
Into the corner to Delmont, trying to find it into Katz, but they get it into Braun. She's double-teamed. She'll fire it up. No good. Rebound, Delmont. She'll put it up. No good. And Mary Baird is going to get the rebound, and it'll be a foul here against
Braun.
Chloe.
Yep. You know, I was saying that we were talking about how that helps the Huskies, but it would be so easy for Northern Valley to fall asleep on that and someone like Marcotte or Delmont to drop a tray in, as they're very capable of doing so. So Northern Valley still needs to be mindful of who has the ball on the outside.
Going against that press one more time. Northern Valley needs to figure out not how to, oh my.
Not sure why they're afraid to dribble right now. As Stephanie's been doing a good job of dribbling just right there, was looking for the pass instead and got caught shuffling her feet. That
Towns is now into the game here for the Trojans as well. She'll grab the ball here on the wing. Swinging all the way around to Wells. Tries to go baseline, but it's cut off by Whitney.
I like the idea trying to attack from the perimeter, though, as there's really nothing going right now.
Towns.
Don't want
now
to
to
pick up an easy
Marcotte.
foul.
Chloe Braun shuffles. Now she'll kick back to Wells for three. No good. Jaden Spear. But Towns ripped it away and put it up and in.
Yeah, good strong play there by
The
Towns.
senior Towns doing a great job there as a foul is going to go against Kenzie Wells, and she's
That's
done.
going to be her 4th.
Is it 4th or is she 5th?
Nope, that's her 4th. Ryder's the one that had 4. So now that position, because like I said, they rotate in and out. Ryder and Wells both now have 4 fouls, so we're probably going to see a lot more of Towns coming.
Look what happens when you do that. You pull those two off, and they take the press off. They take the pressure off of Northern Valley that's worked so well all game.
Yeah, they're kind of the ones that cause a lot of that havoc in the backcourt.
Skip pass to Cox, open for the short jump shot. Is going to be just long, but a rebound there by Braxton. She kicks it to Mary. Now tries to get it back, but Towns, another big defensive stand by her. She picks that one off.
Yeah, she's coming in and she's doing her role very well. Not hurting her team in any way, but only adding to what the Trojans are wanting to do.
Dalmont on the wing. Dribble, drives into the corner. You got to
just
guard her. She's going to shoot that ball.
I get not being completely on her and daring her to shoot maybe a little bit, but you can't just leave her alone.
Marcotte thinking about a 3. She'll fire a 3. Bank is not open. And Towns again in there, getting her hands in this one, but this one goes to Northern Valley.
Towns has got a nose for the ball, and she has been in on so many plays in just like the last minute and a half.
So right here is excuse me, little frog in there.
Well, you've been getting into it up here.
I've been getting into it, is right. As a high ball screen, Cox goes into the middle. No good on that jump shot, but Whitney gets the rebound, kicks it back out to, and now they'll go to Baird. Into Jaden Spear, shuffles her feet, gets away with it. Stephanie Whitney with a long 3, no good, but it goes off the Trojans and out of bounds.
So if you're the Huskies on offense, what do? We kind of talked about it a little bit at the break. Let's share with the people at home.
Yeah, you got to be patient, but I think that mid-range jump shot is open, and Braxton's got to keep shooting the 3. She's open. This time they're doing a good job of sharing the ball tonight. As they get it inside to Baird, she'll be fouled.
And that right there isn't a bad option either. Hammering inside, and because they're going to be playing a lot more conservative as this game comes down and as people start to collect those fouls. Their inside players don't really have a lot of fouls, but still as a whole, as a team, that mindset is starting to develop as they just picked up their 6th foul in the half.
Baird's first one is no good. She'll shoot 2.
Yeah,
Northern Valley has absolutely struggled from the line so far here tonight.
And that they're going to need to step it up there if they want to keep this game close as they're about into the bonus. Braun gets the rebound as Mary misses her 2nd shot.
1 for 8 for Northern Valley from the free throw stripe here tonight.
They don't have Braun down low anymore because Northern Valley shut that down. They're going to let her facilitate a little more up top, I think.
They brought Graham in, and she's got a little bit of fresh legs, which could be really dangerous if you're Northern Valley. It's a four-point game here as Delmont is in the corner.
Logan doing a good job being patient, trying to find a gap in this Husky defense.
Graham tried to go through, and it's going to be a tie ball situation. And Northern Valley's got that possession arrow. It's not the last time we're going to use that possession arrow to decide what's going on.
Absolutely
but
not.
This time, and it's a 4-point game, 3:20 to go here. Northern Valley needs a bucket.
Did you notice who was in there for the Trojans? It was Towns again.
Yeah.
But something to point out here is with Ryder and Wells in foul trouble, there's not near as much full court pressure. And
what a defensive play there by Braun again as she blocks Whitney. 2 point-blank shots on the evening would have evened this ball game up, but Chloe Braun erased both of them.
Yeah, with great athletic plays on the defensive side.
Braun inside, now she's going to find a wide open Marcotte at the elbow, shoots, but it's going to be an air ball. Towns tries to find it, fire it back into play, but it's going to still go out of bounds. Neither is Ryder's now going to check back in for Marcotte.
Well, it's that point in the game where you need your best players in, whether they have foul trouble or not. It'd be bad for her to pick up her 5th one, though. She really does bring an energy to this Logan Palco team.
Not any more energetic than Towns here so far in this one. And Towns is going to get it again as Cox probably went a little too hard, a little too fast. It's going to be another turnover.
Exactly like you said. It's not the last time we're going to use that possession arrow.
And it didn't take long.
No, it didn't.
Includes specialized flatbed or heavy haul driving, and many of their J&S trucking and trucks include auxiliary power units. How they support the Logan schools, grade school, high school, academically and athletically. That's J&S Trucking, located in Prairie View, Kansas. Call them at 785-973-2768.
So Northern Valley trying to get aggressive here to go for the steal.
Yeah, those two players on the top of this 2-3 defense are playing a little higher, a little wider than they have been, trying to put a little more pressure.
You've got 4 more fouls before you put them to the line, so you go after the ball and try and get some steals. As Vesteca reaches in on that one. Now Ryder's got it up here. She's trying to figure it out.
Yeah, there is no shot clock, so they could just sit there and chew up clock this entire game if Northern Valley doesn't make them go and get the possession and get a pass.
Ryder doing a good job down there to Delmont. They get it inside to Chloe. She gets away with a travel. Then they kick it all the way back out. Foul will be against Whitney, and is that her 5th?
I believe it's her 4th.
She played most of this game with fouls.
Yeah, she's been at 3 for a very long time.
Yeah, that's just her 4th. Marcotte coming back into the game.
Going into a man-to-man defense now, the Huskies, which is a good idea, as they can't leave people up top with the ball to just sit there and chew up this clock.
As Jaden gets beat backdoor, and Chloe Braun makes them pay. Great inbounds pass here by Delmont. She finds a streaking Braun up and in. She's fouled and good. She's going to try and stretch this lead.
Well, great players step up in the biggest moments right now, and this is very big
for
the Trojans. And she's got ice in her veins putting that three-point play away. Huskies wasted no time right now, which they really don't have the luxury of wasting any time, as they need to score right here, right now, if they want to keep this a game.
Vesteca now to Baird. Gets it back to Cox. She'll have to go inside. She'll pull up, jump shot a little long, no good. Baird tries to track it down and no good. Marcotte got hammered down there, no whistles. Northern Valley's going to have to pick up man-to-man full court all the way around.
Yeah, you can't be lazy on your man-to-man defense, though.
This one's going to go off Chloe Braun and out of bounds. Northern Valley's ball.
Good defense there by Jaden Spear, making her uncomfortable on that pass. You know who they're trying to get the ball to. Northern Valley flashes up top. Austin Cox gets the ball, trying to get this Northern Valley offense rolling. Jaden Spear throws one up.
Gonna be no good. Marcotte working hard for it, and Whitney knocked it out of bounds. Good work there by Marcotte as she went down. Run ball.
We've seen this play a lot. This is an old classic Chuck Fessenden play right there.
Here it is. Braun's going to be open, and Delmont's going to throw it to her. It's going to be out in the middle of nowhere. Baird's going to get it. She's going to be hacked.
Don't know.
Hacked.
Yeah, they're going to call the jump ball here. It's going to stay with the Huskies as the possession arrow is pointing for them.
We got to get points on
the
board.
Only 4 seconds off the clock there for the Huskies. Good job by not letting the Trojans waste a lot of time getting that one in.
Vesteca looking for somewhere to go, goes inside now. Baird. She dribbles around now, skip past to Austin. She gets away with a little walk. Now back to Baird, open for 3 that they need. No good. Marcotte comes away with a rebound as she pushes up the floor. They got to trap her there, and they do, but she gets away with it. Now she'll fling it way back over here to Ryder.
Get out there, you got a foul.
They go inside here, but they don't need, but they'll get it to Delmont. She scores!
And that,
up and in, that's a 9.
That could be the dagger right there.
9-point lead there for the Trojans. As Northern Valley needs everything to go right for them. At this point, Cox goes inside, no good. And a foul on Jaden Spear.
You know, Northern Valley has had the looks in the second half here. It's just a lot of really, really close shots and a lot of good looks. Just can't get the lid off the basket. Unfortunately, that's just how it goes sometimes. But you got to keep shooting. You cannot not shoot in this situation. I mean, they have to put up as many shots as possible as they're down by 9.
The home run ball again, Delmont to Marcotte this time.
And do you foul right now?
Yeah, you got to go for steals no matter what. As Vesteca does a pretty good job there, and it's going to pick up a foul. With 21 to go, it's going to be awful tough to make this happen. I mean, you only scored 19 points in the entire game, and you tell me you want 9 in the last 20 seconds?
Yeah.
It's gonna be how does the Logan Trojans procure this one?
Yeah, that's a tough reality.
And they go to the line, then they're gonna try and figure this one out. And this is how they're gonna extend their playoff.
I see.
Here's how playoff games are won back here at Open Spaces Sports. As Marcotte going to the line here in the fourth quarter. This one's going to be long. No good.
But a great offensive rebound there.
And now Chloe Braun with another offensive rebound.
Yeah, clutch rebound there.
Coach Logan Waters trying to yell for a timeout for quite a while.
Some buckets, but they've had their opportunities at the line, of course, to make this a little bit of a closer game and haven't cashed in on it, unfortunately.
Trying to bring Braun around and get her the ball.
They're going to get Braxton Cox, I think, with the hand check.
Well, that's a pretty smart play, actually.
Yep.
As Marcotte will go to the line. Yeah, Braxton picks it up.
As you know, they weren't probably going to pass it into Marcotte there. They were looking for number 30.
They were going for an isolation, and then Graham was going to turn around and be posted wide open, actually.
Yeah, they got a nice 1-2 punch over there at Logan, and regardless of how this game ends, Logan has some solid ball players on their side, especially in Graham and Braun. As she is, second one is long. Austin Cox has it. Needs to shoot the three like they've never shot the three before, probably.
NBA deep one there for Braxton, no good, and it'll be out of bounds.
And that might be the way this script is going to end. 29-19 right now with 5 seconds left to go. Never say never.
Are you kidding me? As a hold there by Braxton.
Yeah.
You know, that's pretty good play, really.
Yeah.
You don't get the chance at the steal, but you automatically go to the line. It's kind of a headsy play there.
Yeah, it's a one-on-one still right now. So if she misses this first shot, Northern Valley gets it. They got to go quick.
So Marcotte's free throw up and good for her.
You know, and I will give credit where credit's due. Marcotte has stepped up in a big way when they're sending her to the line. She's hitting at least one of those two shots right now every single time.
Kirsten Marcotte, the junior, the starter. Now she'll hit the snow. This one's no good as we're under 5 seconds to go here. Cox is going to be pressured here at the top, and that's going to do it here for us tonight in Logan as the Logan Palco Trojans